That's what you never want to do. Right, so you never want to
take it off from softener.
Yeah, take it off the paintwork whilst it's spinning. When you start the machine up, you always want to sort of like put it on the paintwork and then start it.
I like that.
Just keep all controls. Right. Okay. So I mean, this here, you see that those darker dots there.
Yeah.
That means that the polish is drying out.
Yeah.
So obviously, at this point, there's no point working that polish anymore because it's drying out. I mean, you could just, if you notice that your compound is drying out a little bit, or your polish is drying out, then you can just apply a little bit more and then go back at it to do a little bit more. I'll just have a quick look at the results.
It's hard to get used to different machines, but it might feel different old, like.
Right, yeah, I can imagine. You get used to, you get used to the machine, whichever one it is that you've got. The more time, the better.
It doesn't really make a difference if you take it off and it's still spinning. You know, really, you just lift spin it. I don't start it and put it on there.
Well, we'll go through that. We'll go through it when Mr. Trump down there. Like, yeah, as a whole.
I didn't go for this. Go the inches.
Right, I'll show you how to do edges. As a whole, I mean, that looks good. It is a little bit hazy. I know we didn't drop the speed setting down to 4.5 just because the polish went on. But if we had, and we'd done a final two like maybe one that way, one this way, vertical, horizontal, then it would have just reduced that more haziness down a little bit. A little bit more work up this edge here. I'll show you in a second. I'm just down there a little bit. Yeah, I mean, as a whole, this combination is working well. It's all about polishing it enough to get the defects out. If it was harder paintwork, then you'd be having the same results, but you'd be using the green compound.
Do you just start off with like one or two passes and like brush it how it does, or do you go for more?
Yeah, I normally do like a complete, I do that section as I would do the section if I already knew what the paintwork was like, but at the same time you're sort of looking through the compound to see if the defects are being removed. It's a little bit tricky to see, obviously, when you've got polish on the surface, but you can still see through them. You can see the defects, and if they're not being removed, then you just know that to continue. Then you get to the end of that polishing cycle, wipe it off, check the results, and think, right, this is a good setup, or it's not good enough, I need to up the abrasion because the defects simply aren't being removed from the paintwork. Yeah, that's... The key is to finding the right combination. Cut, polish, sweet results. If you cut too heavy, you may, which I've done in the past, you may need to do 2 refining stages, a fine and then a soft afterwards. So if we were to go any heavier than this, we'd more than likely have to do 2 refining stages, and then that's instantly turning the job from a 2-stage into a 3-stage, which defeats the object. So yeah, it's all about finding the right...
You can't really get any heavier pad than a microfiber, though.
Well, you just up the... No, you up it to the blue. Like, you can up it to a blue, which is going to be pretty abrasive. If that isn't doing it, then you just wet sand. Wet sand, blue, or even green. Whichever one. Right, okay, so I'll just quickly demonstrate these bits. So obviously when you're machine polishing the car, you're working with the contours of the car. So we use a smaller machine to get to these bits, but obviously this part here, that there, this, you've got like a crease that goes down in the middle. You'd want to sort of polish that section up there, and then polish that section there. You wouldn't want to polish it like that, because there's no point, because the way your pad's going to be hitting is just going to be focusing on that point. Same with these. You want to do this part here, and I'd probably just use a smaller machine for all of that, because I don't know actually. Yeah, I'd probably just try and do it. That part up on there, that side, and then that side. But these ones, just you're just working with the contours of the vehicle. I'll just do a little bit, and then you can do that. Obviously, just being wary about these parts, that they do have thinner paint on. So, like that, using this front part of the pad to get into there. And obviously, say if you were to try and do this part of the pad here, or you haven't got a smaller machine, so say when you're doing this here, you need to be careful. You need to make sure that this part, or even
I got a 3-inch back and play that, so it was like backwards and back. It vibrates the whole time.
Right, yeah, get a 3-inch machine, Bigfoot 75D or Virtual 12, I think. They're designed for 3-inch pads. But whatever you're doing, sometimes we'll get to like under the rear bumper, not under the rear bumper, under the registration plate. Just make sure that this does not hit the paintwork, because you'll just take a chunk out of the paintwork. These parts here, particularly front, just want to be working that back bit of the machine. At the same time, you don't want to dig it in like this. I mean, just concentrate a little bit more pressure just to bring the machine down a bit, just to get those parts there. And then that front bit of the machine to go up there. Yeah, pretty straightforward to be fair. Should be eligible. Yeah, the other the key to maximising efficiency of this machine as well is to like obviously it likes to be flat against the paintwork. If it's wobbling here and there, it will be losing its orbit. So always keeping that pad flat to the paintwork. Obviously if it's all flat, then you're using the whole of the pad. If it's sort of tilted or whatever, you're just using, we put a lot of pressure down just to one particular area.
Should put more pressure down on the back, like?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously you just want to be looking at the machine and like just seeing where the pad's hitting. You just want to put enough. You just want to get that sweet spot where it's working that edge of the paint. Like there's that much of a gap here that it just sits in there nicely like that and uses the whole of the pad. So no, you don't even need to sort it, just keep it nice and flat. That'll probably do. I thought. It's quite easy paintwork to correct as is.
When I like turn the pad off on the paint, I find it got the control like so I always lift it off.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I do lift it.
And start slowing down.
I'll never start it off the paintwork. It'll always be on, and then you go, and then turn it off, and then probably a second later I will take off the paintwork. Just so that that thing isn't spinning at full blast. Because if it is spinning at full blast, then it can wreck the pads. So yeah, it does. If you take off the paintwork, particularly when it's loaded with polish or compound, when it's heavy or heavier than normal, it will yeah, you'll reduce the life of your pads if you do that. Good. Yeah, a little hazy. Doesn't really matter. I may not even need to. Yeah, I wouldn't even turn it down to 4.5. I'll just polish everywhere, speed it on 6. Yeah, just spend time doing it.
Yeah.
That's all it needs. Right, so we need to get the entire bonnet corrected. That's the next plan. After every section that I do, particularly with microfiber pads, you always want to brush them up. Because obviously at the moment, those fibres look pretty flat. Brush that way. Brush that way. Helps to bring out any dry bits of polish. And makes the pads nice and fluffy again, so they can work at their maximum efficiency. So which panel are we going to do? Which part are we going to do now?
What do you want to do? Which part do you do? You've done that part.
I'll tell you what. Do you want to do the whole of the other side, and then I'll finish this side off after? Oh, that's not right. I don't really need that, to be fair. These dusters as well, yeah. Definitely get a duster if you're doing corrections. And ceramic coatings.
Which shoulder do you put over now? This one or the other one?
Oh, I guess it depends which side of the car I'm doing. The side where it isn't going to fall off, so you want it on the other side, because you're more likely going to be leaning over that way. So obviously,
put it over like
just over your left shoulder. I don't know. Which way would I have it? Right. Whichever way you're going to, so you're looking that way. That way, because then it'll be like that way. Obviously you're going to be leaning into it that way. If it's on there, it's going to fall off. But then if you're on the other side, then you were leaning that way, and down on the other side. So that's something to, I don't know, that'll become should become second nature. Yeah, stick with doing, I don't know, yeah, like 1.5 by 1.5 square I tend to do.
Really hard,
Yeah, that. Particularly when you're cutting, because you want to maximise like your focus on that bit, etc.